Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 65. We're currently playing as Kaiser Ulrich II the Great of the Holy Roman Empire, and he is the son of Kaiser Ludolf, who is the son of Kaiser Ulrich I, and so on, all the way back to our original character, Duke Otto of Saxony. Now we've got two wars going on here. We've had this war going on for the last few episodes, the Byzantine Civil War to Lower Crown Authority. The Basilissa has unfortunately almost won it. In fact, she should be declaring victory there in a moment. But we didn't particularly care about that. And we're fighting some Romovar rebels, which we'll put down very quickly with an army that we're just dragging up there at the moment. So let's get that underway. We're also losing some money because we have the levies raised, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? We shouldn't lose too much. We're starting to think that Costanza here may start to fancy me. I'm too old to be having affairs. Seriously. These Vikings have shown up. And we were trying to assassinate Count Hermann here, but it seems that no one suspects my role in the murder attempt, because it failed. Should get another one fairly soon. My daughter has died, which has made Gilbert Carling here leave. So we now need a new chaplain. This fellow. Done. And we're going to send him to proselytize up there. And now he has a 12.66, I think. Count Simon is telling everybody about our murder plot. That's annoying, because it's a murder plot in our realm. This is actually really annoying. We want these opinions to change. We can buy our way out of a lot of this. Okay, if we get another dishonorable penalty, it's not a big deal, because it won't swap anybody into negatives. The reason why we're trying to avoid negatives is because we want to change the succession law in Lotharingia to elective monarchy. We can't put it to primogeniture just yet, and we don't actually want to. We want to put it to elective so that we can give it to our son. Well, the son that we've nominated. And to do that, we need to be at peace, which we'll soon be at, and no vassal, count or above, can have a negative opinion of me. I believe that's no vassal in the realm that we're trying to change the law for, but it might just be for everything. Another assassination attempt coming up, and we're trying to assassinate him because there is no way in hell that he will have a positive opinion of us, ever. We took his kingdom off him. This one's trying to kill this one. Stop that. Oh, and unpause the game, subby. Well, we're not losing money anymore, so that's good. Come on, where's that thing? I want him dead. I need him dead. Okay, the Duke of the Upper Lorraine is trying to fabricate a claim on Lotharingia. He doesn't like me. He's bribed by a false pope. So, we could take the Duchy of Upper Lorraine off him. Where is the Duchy of Upper Lorraine, by the way? Ah, this little area here. We could take the Duchy off him and give it to one of these fellows instead. Which one of these likes us more? He's got 36. He's got 5, so we'll give it to this guy, I think. Yes, he's content, so that would be good. So, yeah, this guy is not good for us, so let's imprison him. Done. And now we're going to revoke his ducal title. Oh, no. Because he didn't rebel, we can't revoke it without everybody getting pissed at us. But we'll just keep him in prison. Not a big deal. truce with Italy is running out in 59 days, so we'll keep that little warning up there to let us know about that. When we declare war on her, she'll probably drag the West Francian in. Okay, we gotta stop trying to assassinate this guy, because it's just getting ridiculous. We keep on getting people finding out about it and all that sort of stuff. The province in Scalovia has been converted. Yeah, this elector count, the elector titles held thing is a little irritating. I'm sure it's got something to do with HRA, and it's why in my comment on the last video I mentioned that we were going to try and get rid of elective monarchy as soon as possible in the HRA. That's kind of what we're trying to do by raising up this crown authority. Simply because we need to change it to primogeniture. That would be great if we could do that. But it's going to take a while. I would seriously consider changing it to ultimogeniture. But then the danger is that you have like a young child as your heir. Who knows how they're going to turn out. It's a massive gamble. And seniority is a terrible idea. Excellent. The Pope will like us slightly. Come on. Come on, Pope. No? We converted the county of Stolp, by the way, so let's look at where we can send our Chancellor to now. Well, there's only a few places, so let's send him to Culm. We can't. He's so good that he converted before the time ran out. But speaking of time, we're going to send our Chancellor to somewhere else. We're going to send him to... Oh, she really has good opinions of everybody, doesn't she? That's irritating. You know what, let's send him down to the Pope. Couldn't hurt. We'll send him down to put in a good word with the Pope for us. I'd like this rebellion to be ended fairly shortly. And we are probably going to hold off on declaring war on Italy just for a little bit, so that I can try and get these monarchy succession changes through. While I would prefer primogeniture, we can't get that in, say, Lotharingia right now. But it's currently running under Gavelkind, which means it would go to Prince Meinhard here, who is my son, one of them. But he's not Ludolf, and he's not Ulrich. So it might not be bad, but I'd prefer not to give kingdoms out to different people. So if we give it to elective monarchy, that may at least give us a chance to give it to Ulrich. Who will be the third Ulrich? Okay, battle incoming in a few days. That other war is ended, like I said it would. And bang. And yeah, we outclass these guys pretty convincingly. It's just a matter of them all dying. How's our army going? It's making its way around. We apparently lost the siege of Posen. Ah, I see. The Vikings did this, but they don't occupy it, they just loot it. So it now has a minus 25% tax modifier for 3 years. I'm not particularly concerned about that. It's not one of my places. And they took some money off the guy who owns it. Not a worry. We've got a call to arms. Oh my god. I really wish this didn't happen. A call to arms in the Sunni Jihad. She's not winning that. Nobody is winning that. Let's just keep that up there. We need to accept that, by the way. Like, we absolutely have to accept that. So, let me just see. Will you take white peace, my friend? No, you won't. We get a lot of piety out of winning this anyway, so let's chase him down. It's going to take forever. And hopefully this message doesn't bug out. We're just sort of... This is a little cheaty that we're just keeping it up here and hoping that it doesn't go away. Because we are going to accept. But I just want to see if after we put this war down we can change our succession law. Siege of Ventar. Alright, yep, because we chased that guy off. Okay, he'll accept a white peace, so let's do that. 9 days. Hopefully this message doesn't bugger off. If this message does bugger off, we auto-decline it, by the way. Okay, good. White peace. Good, good, good. So we do imprison him for that. And let's just put these guys down. Take this army and put it back in Oberbayern. Now, let's see. Lotharingia. Okay, so we're still having an issue with the dudes not liking us. So let's just have a look at the Kingdom of Lotharingia as it is now. Right, it includes this guy over here, so that's an issue. It shouldn't include that guy over there. You know what? Do we have a Duke of Esztergom? No? We don't have a Duke of Pex either, but we can't make Pex, so that's annoying. What I would do is, if we had a Duke of Esztergom, we could make one, I think. Yeah, we could make one, or usurp it, and we'd give it to, say, this guy, or this guy. Probably this guy, to be honest. He likes us a lot more. And send this guy to be his vassal. You know what? We could probably still do that. Let's have another look at Lotharingia as it stands. Okay, so that's the rest of Lotharingia, this place down here. So he has a positive opinion. He will not have a positive opinion, so that's an issue. Maybe we shouldn't have imprisoned him and all that. Can we bribe him? No. What about releasing him? You know, that might be a good idea. Let's release him. He's still not going to like us. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get him above 18. Any vassals in the area that we could give him or something like that? We're not going to give him the Kingdom of Lotharingia, obviously. We have paused the game, by the way, so we're not worried about time constraints. Do we have any children that he could educate? My son. This would impact on the Duchess of Galrare's opinion of me. She can take the hit. And she's educating him in charisma or diplomacy, and he would educate in 50 clerkness. That would definitely get his opinion up. So let's actually do that. So we're going to say, hey buddy, you would like to educate my son here. And like, actually, you. He may become Frankish, but I'm not concerned by that. Okay, so he's going to take time for that to come in. He's got a positive opinion, he's got a positive opinion, you've got a positive opinion, you've got a positive opinion, you've got a positive opinion, and you've got a positive opinion. So it's just this guy. So let's usurp the Duchy of Esztergom. Done. And give it to this fellow. Let's actually have a look at his... Yeah, we don't want to give it to that fellow because his guy after him is, well, not nice. We're going to give him the Duchy of Gran, it is now. Done. We do need a new marshal now. Well, that's good. Because if I remember right, our heir wanted to become marshal. So let's see if we can find our heir. Let me just check on what his damn marshal stat was. 15. So we scroll all the way down to 15. There he is. Done. Now, we still don't want to get involved in this war just yet. We need to wait for this dude. 8 days. Oh, it's so long to wait for this. Come on. hopefully this doesn't go away in these few days. Because I do want to kind of get in on this war. Good. Good. Now come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it. We got it. Excellent. Done. Okay, and it automatically happens. So now we nominate our heir. Accept. So how's this been going? A lot of battles. A lot of lost controls in Malta. Is Malta in here? Yeah. Yeah, they've lost all of that. Just go to the pretty map view. Yes, so we could send our army down to help them out, but, well, you know. Why? And we have a de jure claim on Boulogne, which is that one up there. We have a claim on Verona. Oh, that's interesting. And one on Lombardy and Brescia. Well, either Lombardy or Verona would be good, and Verona would apparently get us Corsica? Did I see that right? Yeah, something in Corsica, or Corsica itself, is beholden to Verona. Wait, was that the Duchy of Verona? Because that would be very interesting. Yeah, the entire duchy. And that's for this girl, Baroness Bonner, who doesn't hold any land. Yeah, see, because she doesn't hold any land, that could be an issue, in that she wouldn't become ours, sort of thing. She's married to a Littlefinger, though. Though they don't appear to have any Littlefinger children. Oh well, we'll leave that one on hold. What was the Brescia one, I think? Or was it Lombardy? Lombardy for this guy. He's already a Count of Grissons, so he would probably stay in the place. And that'd start us into the Duchy of Lombardy. So, you know what? I think that sounds good. Or we could go to war with Venice. Yeah, you know what? Let's have a nice quick war with Venice. So, I'm not quite sure what we have to do to win this, by the way. Like what our war goal is, but I know what the result is, and that's getting us 300 gold. And he's allied with one of his patricians, so it doesn't matter. Declare war, embargo, go. Okay, so you can see here, we're currently besieging the trade post of Aquila. That's this place here. It only has 200 guys. We could quite honestly just smash it, and we probably will. Bang. Done. Win. 8 gold. That hasn't progressed the war score at all. I hope we don't actually need to go to Venice itself to progress the war score. Let him rot. Because if we do, that would be irritating. Lotharingia's good. It's still on side. We may try and knock the Crown Authority up to high. Yes, we're going to try to do that. It's not going to be very good for us. I don't think it's going to go ahead, because most of the guys in Lotharingia actually don't like us. He says there's a lot of people vote for him. And the objective there is, while we can't change the succession law again, we'll just hold it at high until we die. The next guy in, after 10 years, can change it to primogeniture, and then reset it down to medium. Yeah, so we're really just besieging these places. Nice and quick, sort of thing. There is a Venetian fleet here, and actually the forces of Venice. Well, that's interesting. Including the Serene Doge. Let's go fight. We'll get there on the 11th. And maybe we'll capture him, and that'll be the end of the war. Bang. There we are. Yeah, he's terrible. All these guys are terrible. The Countess of Rostock died under suspicious circumstances. 54% war score. That's beautiful. Will you give up, bro? No, not yet. We probably don't have any sort of ticking war score, do we? I'm not even sure what we have to do to get a ticking war score. So we'll probably just take out all of these places. Assault it. Done. It gives us a tiny bit of money at basically no cost as well, so that's kind of good. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't actually have to go to Venice itself, because that would be kind of irritating to me. What is his family, his main family? He is De Luca. So let's just check out family trade zones for here. Yeah, so that one was his. The rest of them are basically all owned by the participos, I guess. Yeah, so that's the main one here. The King of Aquitaine, my kinsman, is trying to kill the Countess of Jülich. Well, we can't imprison him because he's not a vassal, but we can say, dude, end the plot. And because he likes us enough, he'll be fine to end that. We lost a siege up here to Vikings. It's not important. Okay, so we may have to actually punch on with Venice. I hope we don't, because getting the boats would be annoying. We can get 64 boats. It's enough. You know what, let's just raise some boats up, send them out so that we can get a look into Venice itself. My son, Prince Ludolf, died comatose in bed. He was the incapable one. So, that's interesting, because that should have changed what's happening in Germany. Yes, now Count Ulrich here is in line to inherit. And then Count Stefan, and then Ludolfinga, my kinsman, apparently. No drama. We're obviously not going to assassinate our own, kinsman. We could change Germany back to elective monarchy, but we put it at primogeniture for a reason. We're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so that's sort of a Venetian army there. It's not particularly worth attacking, so I'm just going to put these guys back to port and get rid of them. Because you do still accrue like the vassal penalty for having boats raised. It's a pretty decent trade post, actually. Not anymore. Where are those guys going? Into Kurakin. So yeah, I'm not actually sure how to progress this. Oh, that's how. By us controlling all trade posts in the HRE, which we've just done. They will be very easy for the other guy to retake, because they have basically no men in them. I mean, you saw how easy it was for us to take them in the first place. So we're just going to smack down armies as they pop up. And maybe go to war with Italy. That is quite a sizable army, I gotta say. We're only dealing with a peasant revolt. Yeah, so I want them to finish that, put down that army, because not all of that can be retinue. And then we'll, stab on. I mean, in the meantime, we could come up here and be like, hey, dude, you want to be a vassal? And he'll be all, no, and I'll be okay. We could go to war with Hungary, take some more land there, march up here, take this guy's little rebellion. Not too big a deal. Your remover. Yeah, she won't accept, but we could holy war for Lithuania or Grodno. And just to check on things, retinue. Looks like we could get some more. Let's get another shock regiment. And then we'll hold out for another skirmish regiment in a moment. Well, after we take some more land. This guy wants to fabricate a claim. Let's end his plot. No drama there. And yeah, we are still losing money. But not to any great degree. Oh, and we're actually besieging the trade post here. For reasons. Why not? Only 8 gold from a trade post though. That seems fairly unlikely to me. And we'll just kind of sit our army over in Treviso. I guess. Or no, we'll keep them in Istria. Just so that if the Venetians show up and try to retake something, we can sort of sweep in and be all like, no, stop that. Because all we need to do is hold them at the moment. And we'll be good. And yeah, we definitely want to win. Because that will get us 280 gold at this stage. Which would be quite well received. Yeah, she should win that war. I hope. We just had a little bit of a lag spike there for some reason. Stop trying to murder people. Thank you. Oh, and we haven't assigned our marshal anywhere. We also needed to reassign our court chaplain, so let's get on that. I'm going to put him in Culm. That's done. And our marshal can do 80% here. You know what? 80% could be quite well received. Better than getting reinforcements. It does open him up to getting, you know, an accident happen to him, but he could probably survive an accident. Yeah, let's just go beat these guys up. And then return to Istria. It's no big deal. I wish she'd hurry up and win that and put down those troops. Because the only reason why we're a little leery of declaring war on Italy right now is because they have that amount of troops at our doorstep. If they put them down, it would take them time to regain all of those. I'm fairly sure that that's her entire army. Let's see, 12,000 men. Yeah, close to it. Close to it. And we're technically winning the Jihad right now. Lovely. I hope we continue to win that, because I don't particularly want the Sunnis to take all of Sicily. I mean, it had let us get it easy enough when we got down there, but at the moment I'd prefer if they didn't. I'd prefer that they would take Jerusalem. That would be better. Some more tiny amounts of Venetian troops moving off. So we'll just go around and smack them down, because they are still actually progressing the sieges against the trade posts. Trade posts are weak as shit. Okay, we have the ability to arrest the Archbishop of Holstein, because he is trying to see the Duchy of Thuringia granted to a new ruler. And you know what? I'm actually fine with that plot, because this guy is a double duke. Double dukes who aren't you are dangerous. Pope still doesn't like us. She does. That might change when she actually becomes of age, but who knows. Factions, all going fine. I really don't have any intrigue options at the moment. The Count of Kempten kind of likes us. The Count of Steiermark does not. So what we're going to do, while we're kind of buggerizing around, is say, hey, Count of Steiermark, would you like to have Treviso? which is there. Would you like to have Treviso? And he'll say, oh yes, I would very much like to have Treviso. That would be very nice. And then we're going to say, if it actually comes up as an option, which I hope it is, otherwise we've just given away part of our demands for no reason. Which wouldn't be great. No, it doesn't look like it's coming up. Well, that's just moderately irritating. Maybe it will in the future. We'll see. But what we're hoping is then we get a claim to revoke Treviso or Steiermark. It should be Treviso because his main holding is Steiermark. And then he may rebel against us. We'll see. Still trying to press High Crown Authority. Not going too well. No, it doesn't look like we're getting that option. That's alright. It's not too much of a drain on our resources. I mean, Treviso was kind of shit, I guess. I mean, not exceptionally shit, but not as good as the rest of our places. One thing we do need to do is start bolstering up this place. We could get Newcastle town there after this war. Another 2% war score. Give it up, bro. You should be like a real Doge and be all like, much defeats, many surrenders, wow. Then we could, you know, end this and go and do something else. Count of Schwaben has died. I don't even know where that was. Oh, over there. Okay. No drama. Everything's still continuing as planned. Yeah, if we could get the boats to attack into Venice, we would have won this war so long ago. But as it is, we're just kind of sitting here and letting it expire. Which is fortunate, because that seems to be what the Italian Queen is doing with her rebellion. So, you know, while we wait for ours to expire, she's doing the same there. I wanted him to keep that plot going. Okay, so we've got a bunch of places that might pass from our realm. I'm not too worried about them because they're just counties. She's doing fine. Godzello is possessed, so that's an issue. What happened to the first one? Ah, yep, he died in the dungeons, Count Ludwig. If you remember, he was imprisoned by his mother for being our spy master. And yeah, he appears to have just died in the dungeons 3 years ago. So after Godzello, it's Burchard and then Ulrich. Which Ulrich? There's Burchard. That Ulrich. Okay. No drama. I was going to say, if it was going to be my Ulrich, that would be fucking incredible. But it's not. Okay, wonderful. Also good news there is when, let's see, when Godzello here becomes Holy Roman Emperor, no, not Holy Roman Empire, Byzantine Emperor, he'll be Catholic. All of these Lotofingers are Catholic. Yodica isn't, because she's, well, she was a Macedon. She's the son of a daughter of the previous Basilius, so she's Orthodox. But all of these other ones are German Catholics. Which is exceptional. Okay, he's moving troops, so I'm going to try and move around just to cut him off a little bit. He's only moving like 200 guys at most. 68. Wow. You silly Doge. He's probably going to hold out to 100 because we can't actually get into Venezia. So marriage offer from Aquitaine. Marrying kinsman to my granddaughter. Let's do that. But on a slightly elective basis. It was Helene, right? Yep. On a slightly matrilineal basis. Just because I don't like giving my children out to other courts. Riga has converted to the Catholic faith. That's wonderful. That should really deal with some of that rebellion risk that was happening up there. Yeah, look at that. Things are going nicely. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counties that aren't Catholic at this stage in time. There we go, another little fight, another 3% war score. Come on, buddy. You don't have any untouched armies. Stop fooling yourself. You know what? We're going to go end this Veronan peasant rebellion for her. By taking out this army. Just get it fucking done with. I'm going to go find it and take it out. And we can do that because all rebels are hostile. And we can march through her lands with impunity. That money's coming up nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, the Venetian landed more troops in our way. Dumb idea. Another 1.6 war score. Come on. Nope. It's only $300, bro. I mean, what's $300 between friends? Yeah, so she's just really sitting that entire army there. Okay, we're trying to get a hold of Galindo, our uncle, but, you know, he's very shy. So we get a bit of a negative opinion towards him. Yes, I despise shyness. Apparently. So where'd that army go? In Firenze? Firenze looks like it just got a siege happening, so let's just move over there and check it out. Yeah, we'll catch them and destroy all 167 of them. And I'm hoping that's all that's left. And I'm really hoping that gives her one... Yep, that's given her 100% war score. Which is good. The Venetian is sending more troops my way. Oh! 1,500 of them this time. About time he sent a real army. Unfortunately, it's not real enough. Yep, that's given us the war victory. So we're going to get 283.19 gold. Done. And we will also, I believe, have raised these trade ports, like they no longer exist. He can rebuild them, but it costs him money. Speaking of money, let's buy an improved castle town in Passau. Okay, well at least Steiermark likes us now, but that's not wonderful. Really want to revoke either Steiermark or Treviso. Neither of them is showing up. I don't know why neither of them is showing up. You can win that war already and put down that army. They did, and they did. Excellent. So, I started to think Heike might fancy me. You know, she's actually quite an attractive young lass. And my wife doesn't like me because I changed the succession law. Have 20 gold, dear. She is quite an attractive lass, and I think I deserve a war victory. Yes, why not? Yes. Yes. Cough. Anyway. Italy. My good friends. You're allied with a bunch of people, aren't you? The King of West Francia, who will join in. Can't assassinate you. Fuck it, let's just get this going. Actually, West Francia, what are you doing? You're defending against Ireland. You have a truce of Burgundy and a truce with some other woman. Yeah, look, we gotta do this. And it's not going to be the de jure claim on Bologna. We're going to take part of Italy itself, which I believe we said Lombardy. Let's go. Now, part of what we're doing here is trying to take out... Let's just see if we can get any allies. We can't get Aquitaine in, and we can't get the Byzantines in, so that's fine. The Byzantines have enough dramas of their own with the Chilonids and that whole Jihad thing. So yeah, what we're trying to do here, other than, you know, give Heike a good tumble, take out these armies before they start gathering. Because once they gather, it's probably too much for our retinue to take alone. Chancellor died. Let's just get rid of this plot here. So let's get a new Chancellor. Albert. Good man. We're not going to send him to fabricate claims. We're going to send him to improve diplomatic relations with the King of Aquitaine. So yeah, back to the war. The whole point of what we're doing here is we're not going to go to Lombardy immediately, despite what that arrow says. We're going to do what we can call buggerizing around for a while, just to see how many of her armies we can take out before they gather. Kurland has converted to the Catholic faith. That was this one up here. Very nice. So yeah, we just sort of fight for a while. We obviously take casualties, but it's fine. Any army will be attacked. Particularly that one. Yes, wow, that is quite large, actually. We're going to have to take it out. We're probably going to have to attack across the river, I'm going to say. Yeah, even Parma apparently has one of those. Bologna. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it doesn't have one. Cremona has one, Mantua has one, Ferrara has one, so we'd have to come all the way down here to either Lucca or Firenze, and we're not doing that. Luckily, it's also on plains, so let's just hit him as hard and as fast as we can. Yep, there we go. And we should win this. Not that there was much doubt, but we should win it. And that will be great. That will help us out a lot with the war score. And we're going to chase them down as well. Because chasing them down ensures that we get a lot more war score. Though it is technically attacking the Modennan army instead of the Italian army, so we might not actually get war score out of it. But at the very least, yeah, we're not actually getting war score. But at the very least, what we're doing is reducing the Italian forces. Which still matters. We're actually defending the position now. I love it how that happens sometimes. And of course, once we actually get rid of the whole thing, we captured this guy. He's not very good at what he does. He's not contributing any war score, so let's see if we can just ransom him. Yep, 25 gold, please. So once we've wiped this army out, we'll deal with these smaller armies. Those will give us war score. Yeah, look at this, just a complete wipeout. Great. And so I think one of those maybe gave us a little bit of war score, but you know. So we'll catch this army, Flavio's army. And we'll just try and sweep around a bit, see what else we can destroy, and eventually end up in Lombardy. Because we do need to get a ticking war score going. Oh, they actually managed to move out. We won't catch them either. Let's move into Parma. Stop their move, then attack them like that. 21st of February, so 4 days. I challenge you to move anywhere in 4 days. There we go. Incidentally, how's our law going? Fucking terrible, really, isn't it? Whatever. Come on. Done. 3.5% war score. Let's head on over here to Ferrari. Ferrara, sorry, not Ferrari. And hopefully we'll deal with... Well, I think we've got this war in the bag, to be quite honest. I mean, the West Francians are kind of wandering around, but they're getting attacked by a massive Scottish Asturias army. And the Irish as well. There's 18,000 guys there attacking them. For what, though? For Maine. Oh, which is this place here, which we have a province in. I don't mind. We won't lose that barony, not province. Yeah, another 1.5 war score. Yeah, we're really just kicking around, finding anything with this Italian flag on it, and beating it into the dirt. All of the dukes appear to have a retinue, but they don't count. Yep, wonderful. Just down here to Spoleto. Deal with that. We can't capture her because she's a queen, so she can't lead armies. If she puts this guy in charge of an army, which he's not now, we can capture him, and heirs are worth 50% war score. So that would be good. Stop trying to murder people. Bad. Murder is my game. Stop it. Thank you. We still can't do anything with those count... Oh, hang on. Yep, Treviso. Treviso's up. Wonderful. Invite everybody. Good. And hopefully... If he just says, oh yeah, okay, take it off me, that's not the result that we want. We want him to rebel. Because if he rebels, then, well... You know... We can be all like, well, I'm going to take all of your stuff. Little battle down there. I don't think that'll progress war score, but it should kill a bunch of Italians. Ah, 3.6 war score. I was mistaken. Alright, now we're just going to send him up through these retinues, of course, just, you know, for the hell of it. And then over into Genoa. And then back up to Lombardy, where we may actually begin our siege. Maybe. Well, let's head that way now, because that army's just popped up. Don't try and kill other Lotharfingers. It will not go well for you. And we are obliterating the Sunni Jihad at the moment. Which is good for us. Sandes has converted to the Catholic faith. So that would have been this one down here? Yep. So only 3 counties remain who are not Catholic. Very good. Yep, okay, we beat up a couple of guys. Wonderful. These guys are headed to Parma. And killing 500 of them should give us a little bit more war score. And they're just going to sit there for the moment, so... No, they are going to move out and head to Pavia. Or Pavia. Doesn't matter. We'll chase them down. And get them like the fishes. There we go. How much? 1.6 war score. So we're not getting a lot out of that, to be quite honest. We're just going to let these guys move into Lombardy, and then we will move into Lombardy. Although, before we do that, we're going to push this siege, because I've just noticed it has not many people defending it. Very good. And we'll do the same with the other two, because they also have not many people defending them. And that will give us a little bit more money as well. which is useful to pay for the, retinue reinforcement cost, because that is still a factor. We don't make so much money that we can say, oh, fuck that, sort of thing. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, yeah, so that might not have been the county we were going for. It wasn't, but it was an easy target. So now we head up to Lombardy, and we'll look into taking that. That one we may have to actually properly besiege, and hang on. The Bektashi Order is part of the Jihad, so let's go down and see if we can just deal with them. We'll miss them, but that's alright because they're moving into Parma, which we have a very quick journey into. This way we can say we actually helped out in the, Byzantine's effort. And yeah, you can see this guy is a really good military commander, but we match him, and we have more men than him, and our flanks are better. So it doesn't matter how good he is. And we got 50 tech points out of Constantinople. Well, I'm hoping either culture or economy, because that will let us purchase another increase. Let's say economy. It was military. And we're also going to chase... Where was Modena? There. We're going to chase that Bektashi order down, just to, really fuck with them. For Jesus. I guess. I've never been very big on religion, apparently. Come on. Yep, wiped him out, and we captured the leader. Exceptional. He's actually pretty good. He might be possessed, but he's gifted. Amazing. Okay, and now we move over here and then into Lombardy. So let's see how much we can ransom him for. 10 gold. And he won't actually be paid. Really? He's such a good commander. And they won't pay any, they won't... Actually, the guy can't afford to ransom him. If you see here, this guy can't afford the money. He can. He can't. And it's for 10 gold. I mean, really? 10 gold? You can't afford 10 gold? Alright. This one's trying to do something. Let's just end that plot. I'm going to end the episode soon because for some reason my computer is spewing out a lot of heat. And it's getting at that time anyway. So let's just go occupy Lombardy, see if we can survive the next few minutes, and I mean literal, real survival. And, yeah. We'll continue with this little war next time. When we get to it next time. And I actually know why it's very hot. Because the heater is on due to the... Wow, another 50 tech points? Economy. Went into fucking military again. I mean, props. It's good. It helps us a lot, but not as much as economy would. But yeah, it's actually really hot in this room right now because, I'm here. But also because the doors are all closed and the heater's on. Because it's cold outside. Apparently. I wouldn't know. It's hot in here. But yeah, just a few more minutes. And hopefully the... I'm patting my computer, by the way. Yes. Yes, good boy. Hopefully it will survive the next few minutes. I don't anticipate it, dying or anything, but you never know. Computers are finicky beasts. We could wander up here and beat up the West Francian army, but I'm pretty sure that situation is going to take care of itself. We do have a fairly fast siege for this many men being there, and that's because we're awesome. Okay, Count of Riga here, who is one of my vassals, has declared a holy war for this place. Good on him. Continue to extend my realm, my friend. Oh, and there's the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. They're allies in the war down here. Which, yeah, we've completely won that. Somebody smuggled supplies into Milano. Oh yeah, see, now she's got a ticking war score because she controls all of Lombardy. We're about to take ownership of it, if you will. We're not going to assault it, but we're in a decent enough position that she won't be able to get us away from it. Also, I'm pretty sure we defeated all of her men. A little bit of lag there. Why do we have these claims? Why do we have these claims all of a sudden? Gonzalo, Burchard, and Ulrich. Oh, because she's female, of course. So, if we did press these claims, we wouldn't actually get them to be a vassal of ours because we can't have an emperor as the vassal of an emperor. So that's a little bit false in what it's saying there. Again, I also particularly don't want to go to war with her. We can't as well because we're already allies in another war. And we're going to get a Lotharingia on the throne there anyway. So pressing a war there would not help us. It would just tie up our men for some period of time. So we're not going to do that, despite, you know, having the option to. I mean, let's just have a look at some of these claims. Click through those. So let's have a look at my grandson here. Has a weak claim on the Byzantine Empire. Alright. Who else has claims? The Queen of Aquitaine, apparently. Bunch of people do. And most of them, you'll note, all but one, are Ludolfingers. This guy. He won't come to court. What is he? He's Bulgarian Orthodox. We can't assassinate him because we're currently plotting... really? 75 shy? We'll make that up at some point. You, stop that. Things seem to have cooled down. I guess the heater cycled off. Good. Oh, my computer is no longer about to melt. So that's always a good thing. Let's build something. Yes, something is always good to build. And when I work out what we're going to build, we will then end the episode. Stables? I don't want to build something which is worth close to as much money as we have because we may lose some of that. Tough decisions, tough decisions. Let's hold on to that money. Yeah, I know. He's going to arrive in Pavia. He can progress for siege. That's alright. What we could do here, if we wanted to be real dicks, is split our army in half, send half down, beat that guy up, send him back up, rejoin him. Not going to do that because... we've got this war. It's no drama. But, even though we have this war, it's about time to finish the episode. So, as usual, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below. Same with comments. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you'd like to see more, well, the subscribe button is just down there if you'd like to give it a little light tap with your mouse pointers. But, in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.